Hi, it's Jennifer from Soul Source Tarot, and I am here to do a reading for Capricorn. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and this is for September. Beetle, good fortune. I would say it's more upright, so there's good fortune. It may have already happened. It may be still be happening. It's here. It's still upright. So I think you may be going through a very fortunate time, some sort of fortunate change. It's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, right? So something is happening. I think that it's positive. It's a time of transition and good luck by the looks of things, but it is a little bit tilted. So, energy is shifting, put it that way. You want to make sure that you stay in alignment. Do not resist any changes that are happening right now. It feels like there's something that has already happened and it's still moving. The wheel is still moving. Okay, you're going in a new direction, whatever this direction is. Maybe you're over the hump. I don't know. Okay. Kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. So I think that you need to plan ahead. You never know when life is going to change. And I think that you've been here, but I feel like it's not over yet because I feel like the wheel is spinning. Okay, I think there's more changes to come. I do think luck is still on your side, though, for some reason, because of that good fortune card. I mean, that's a pretty clear message of good luck. 222. So this may have something to do with partnerships, contracts, unions. Twos are a number of faith and trust. Okay, you need to have faith and trust. You need to listen to your intuition. You have to make a choice. There is going to be a choice here. This is a choice between two different directions, two different paths. You need to have faith and trust, okay? This is a change. There's a choice that is going to change things, okay? You need to listen to your gut. This choice has potential to bring some sort of balance into your life, okay? I would say that there's something about partnerships, connections, unions, choices, two paths, and you're gonna need to listen. Okay, you're gonna need to listen. There's two paths here. You're going to have to make a choice because I feel like it's a life change. I do feel like it's a life change. This is like the moment of decision. Well, we have a liar here, so we don't know who the liar is. Somebody's lying, okay, but I feel like their lies are exploding, right? And somebody is definitely lying about something, and their lies are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. 999. Boy, we have some numerology here, don't we? Nines are about closure. Now, you could be lying to yourself about something as well. I mean, there's somebody that's lying that is in your reading. Okay, this is your reading. Not saying that you're a liar. I mean, I don't know. People lie. It is what it is. I mean, somebody's lying. Anyhow, nines are about closure. When you see 999, it's a sign to move on. It's a sign to close up a cycle. Closure is needed. You're at the end. The next number is 10, which is completion. So yeah, you're at the end of something. This does have to do with a partnership. I don't know if this partnership is built on lies. Yes, that's what it is. Listen, you need to stop worrying about things. Everything is working out just as it is supposed to. Trust that you are on the right path. You have to make a choice. You are being nudged to finish something up. Okay, you're being nudged right now to finish up something, to take a step. There's one more step, but there's lies in the background. And we all lie to ourselves when we don't want to face reality. That's when lies happen. Anyhow, with nines is a sign to move on. So it is definitely a time to move on. Time for closure. Maybe you need to go within, come up with another plan, really look at a situation for what it really is. You have to make a choice. And this partnership could be a work partnership, could be a love partnership, could be a friendship. I don't know. This is a big choice, whatever it is. It's life-changing because of those 9s. It's at the end. This is at the end. This cycle, this chapter is at the end. This is it. There's one more step, and this step comes from you, the choice that you make. What else do we have for Capricorn? Ah, this is reversed. Gold digger. Gold digger. So there is a gold digger here. I feel like there's a crash of some sort. This is not about gold, right? It's not about the money anymore. It feels like it's not about the money anymore. I don't know where that came from. I feel like somebody's been after somebody's money. They've been very greedy. It's been greed, 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 greed. Money, 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 money. I feel like there's something that is going down. It could be an issue with finances. It could have something to do with romance or money, whatever it is. Things could get turned upside down. There could also be a change in your status. So like I want to say your status. Oh, that came out of nowhere. And that came out of nowhere. I don't know where that just came out of my mouth. Digging for gold, if you read that back. Somebody's been digging for gold. You are dealing with a gold digger. You have been. Somebody's been lying. They've been doing something behind the scenes or underground or something, you know. What else? Unsettled times. There's something about romance, something about a partnership. It could have something to do with a job or money. Somebody's been lying. It feels like it's disintegrating as well. It feels like something is disintegrating. Now, I don't know if something's being returned or somebody's returning to something that was hidden or taken away as well. I just heard that. And I'm going with what I hear. And that's the way it goes. 777, messages from heaven, spiritual awakening, listen and choose wisely, personal growth, intuitive growth. So that's where we're at. There is divine guidance. 222-999-777-777. 7 is a number from heaven. It's about spiritual growth, spiritual guidance. Messages from heaven. So there's messages from heaven and being divinely guided. You have to make a change. It's time for a change because of those 2s. First card out, right? It's time for a change. It's time to close this up. And if you've been lying to yourself about something, you know, you gotta consider the truth, consider the fact. It's not something about money. Something about money, something about a gold digger here. It almost feels like there's some sort of divine intervention as well. It's like it's not about the money anymore. And I don't know where that's coming from, but that's what I hear. What else? Darkest fears. 9 of Swords. Wow. So there's some stress here. There is some serious fears, significant fears, worry, anxiety, mental turmoil, mental stress. Somebody is stressing. They're really stressing and struggling over the lies, over a partnership. Somebody is really struggling over a choice, over a decision. I mean, this is a main energy. This is a main energy here for September. So facing fears, facing some sort of deception. There's some sort of a spiritual awakening here though as well. Need to plan ahead. Definitely unsettled times. Need to plan ahead. There's some sort of deception, lies, mental anguish over a partnership, struggling with a choice and a decision. It's time to wake up. It does have something to do with spiritual awakening. And the 9 of Swords is about waking up too. Waking up from a nightmare. No shit. Okay. And this is time for closure. Time to close up a cycle. So let's get some more. could be great personal fear of loss with the Nine of Swords. Sadness, maybe even guilt. There could be some guilt here. There could even be some illness, you know, personality disorders, mental issues, just saying. Page of Pentacles reversed, Five of Swords reversed, and the Five of Pentacles. So there's definitely some sort of hard times, financial hard times, abuse of power, hostilities, fighting. We have somebody here that's not really interested in putting in effort or committing themselves to a task or a job or being practical. There could even be a lack of common sense here. We may have somebody here that really is not interested in following through with anything. Page of Pentacles reverse is not practical. This is not there's lack of common sense. This is wanting to win at all costs. There's ego here. Somebody's ego is in the way. Somebody wants to prove themselves, and you have to make a choice. And whether it's you or them, I think it's you. I don't know. Somebody has to make a choice. They want to be happy, or do they want to win? This is not practical. It's not solid. It's not realistic. There's a lack of common sense. It's time to close up this cycle, walk away, admit defeat. It's not about the money anymore. So I don't know who this is for. It feels like there's a financial loss here no matter what. I mean, this is financial hardship, hard times, negative change. There's abuse of power. There's somebody here that is abusing their power. I feel like they're greedy. They're extremely greedy. They're selfish. They only care about themselves. And so there could be a fear that something you have been afraid of that is hindering you. It's hindering you. There's something you've been afraid of. Maybe it has something to do with work. I don't know. It has something to do with work, or it has something to do with financial loss. There is good fortune here because that good fortune card is here. There is divine intervention or divine guidance here. This is insecurity. There is some sort of insecurity here. We have somebody here that has been following somebody away from the help, away from what's available. They've been following the wrong person. There's a victim mentality here. I feel like we have somebody here that will do anything to get their way. It feels like there's somebody here that is mentally dysfunctional. There could be some volatility. There could be arrests. There could be somebody that is not being practical. They're not listening to a warning. It feels like they're trying. Somebody may be trying to dig up dirt, because this is earth, on somebody, you know, and trying to cause mental anguish. That could be happening here as well. People try to do that shit. You know, I feel like it's a big mistake. I think it's a big mistake because I think it will cost. It will cost dearly. I think whoever's digging, it's going to cost them. This is like closing up a cycle that is not practical. It's not solid. It's not really committed. This could be quitting something, giving up on something that is abusive. Whether it's you or somebody else that you're dealing with, there is some sort of abuse. There's abandonment. There's neglect. There's hard times. Somebody's been following the wrong person away from, you know, what is being met, what is meant, what is somebody, it's like, okay, this guy has an opportunity. This is like a church. This is heaven sent. It's like there's a higher power that is guiding somebody or offering some sort of help, but it's not being accepted due to an individual that is leading somebody in the wrong direction. Put it that way. Okay. Let's see if I can turn that light off. Aha. Do you like that? All right. There could be some poor health here as well. Somebody may be very lazy. There could be some laziness here. Somebody could be being very lazy. They're not putting in any effort to bring stability to them, to their lives. You know, they're not doing what they need to do. There could also be somebody here that has a wandering eye with the Page of Pentacles reversed. This is somebody that does not want responsibility. This is somebody that is a slacker, that is foolish. So there is somebody here that is in a place of mental anguish. They're not being practical. It's like they're not putting in any effort to walk away from it, or walk away, admit. This is like admit something. Spiritual awakening. There is a spiritual awakening here. Unsettled times. Need to plan ahead. Prepare yourself. You need to get to work. There's something you need to do. You need to get to work. You need to... there's nothing to prove. It's like there's nothing to prove to others. It's not about the money. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. And I don't know who that's for. Somebody needed to hear that. Listen and choose wisely. This is being cast out or not cast out. This is being left out in the cold, but not really. There's a victim mentality here. There's an opportunity here. But there's pride behind it. There's ego behind it. Now, somebody could get thrown out of a situation due to an unwillingness to put in effort, or an unwillingness to cooperate, or because of their ego. This is somebody who is extremely egotistical, extremely arrogant. For some, I mean, the Five of Swords reverse can be like a resolution. Finding a resolution can be peace. So for some, there could be closing up a cycle of mental anguish and loss, and not being interested, not being interested in starting anything new, not being interested in putting in effort, not being interested in accepting help or something like that, or getting work or going to work, or accepting responsibility. We have somebody here that has allowed themselves to be led by an individual that has a victim mentality. That is the truth. And there is some significant power struggles here, and lack of common sense. We have a dead end as well. This is a dead end. We may have somebody trying to seek revenge, trying to dig up dirt on somebody. And, I honestly feel like there's going to be, I feel like that whoever is doing that is going to end up with a loss. This is a negative change. There could be some unexpected help arriving as well. If somebody is willing to acknowledge it, if they're willing to acknowledge the help, or accept the help, take the help. Thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. It's not going to be easy. This is definitely not going to be an easy month. There could be lies being exposed as well. This is these scars, right? And, it hurts. This hurts, but there's a bright future ahead. So there's something happening where there's abuse of power. There's mental anguish, mental abuse. There definitely is. There could be something to do with, like I said, a mentally dysfunctional, revengeful situation here going on. Where you could be dealing with this person, or you may be going through it in some way. We definitely have somebody here that is on thin ice. They are on thin ice. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Now, I don't know who that's for, but for some of you, someone from your past is returning to your life. Could be anybody. Could be somebody that you have been estranged from due to a gold digger being in the middle. Could be anybody. Good luck.